Welcome to Yap About It, your go-to podcast for everything pop culture. We're here to talk about the latest gossip, TV shows, music, and movies that keep us talking.
Yep, if it's blowing up your timeline or making those group chats go off, we're talking about it.
So grab your popcorn, your headphones, and maybe even a glass of wine, and let's yap about it. Hey guys, welcome back to Yap About It, the podcast where celebrity drama meets group chat energy.
I'm Christina.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Elisa. Today we're diving headfirst into feathers, sequins, and Taylor Swift's glittering Showgirl era.
We're covering Taylor Swift's album announcement on the New Heights podcast.
Travis Kelce serving Swamp Waters furry hats and man purses in his new GQ shoot.
Plus, Camp Rock reunions, Bravo shakeups, and Entertainment Weekly's most iconic covers.
Let's yap about it.
Okay, so first of all, we have breaking Swiftie news. Taylor Swift has announced her 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, and it was live on New Heights with Travis and Jason Kelce. What are y'all's thoughts?
Woo! I'm so excited. New news!
New news!
New news!
I had never seen a whole episode. I have only seen clips of the podcast. So this was the first full-length episode I actually sat down and watched.
Same. That was the first full episode of theirs I watched too. But of course, Taylor made it entertaining. So
yeah.
had to watch the whole 2 hours.
Yeah, this was my first full New Heights episode that I watched too. And I didn't know it was going to be that long. Like, it was 2 hours. I sat down with dinner and like halfway through, I'm thinking, oh wow, it's like 9 o'clock now.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like 45 minutes. I was just setting aside time. And I'm like, oh, I have to like make this a 2-parter thing, a 2-day thing. Like, I have to have it, watch it again tomorrow and like, take my notes
right.
and everything.
I had to do the same thing. I thought it was going to be like an hour. So I sat down to watch it and then I was like, oh, this is 2 hours. Okay, I guess I'm going to finish this tomorrow. So I didn't even get to the part where she revealed the album until the next day.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love how we learned about Travis's charming affinity for otters. That was probably my favorite part, as well as Taylor living on sourdough bread blogs. I thought those were some nice moments to see between the two of them.
Yeah, it was nice to get a little inside part of themselves.
There's more of a story to that sourdough stuff, but I'll leave that for later. But I think she does genuinely like sourdough, but I think she's also hinting at a lot of stuff. So.
Oh, you think? All right.
Yeah, I think. I'm not going to say I know, but I'm theorizing.
I got you.
Well, that makes sense, because I'm like, there's no way that this girl's eating that much sourdough. Because
I know, right?
She's not spending all her time eating sourdough. She looks way too good.
Right.
Of course, obviously, she seems to be giving it away to a lot of people. But,
I do think that she definitely does seem like she likes to bake, just based off of just posts I've seen in the past, and just like what her friends were like, oh, like she made me this cake for my birthday, or what, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And it just seems like I've always actually, to our listeners, I've always kind of compared Lauren Brooke to Taylor Swift, because it's like an old lady in like a hot girl's body. Like this like blonde girl is like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
It doesn't match. Like, it matches, but it doesn't. But
you're
they're
wrong.
Both really, they're intellectual, and they're both really like, just like have these old lady activities and things like that. And then I don't know, especially their choices in men as well. Like I don't know, they kind of seem to be comparable to me. So.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did spend the weekend antiquing, so.
Yeah. But, I thought this was the best format of an interview. I would have much rather had this than anything else, as far as an interview with Taylor and Travis. And like, it was just so much more relaxed. It's more candid. It's not going to be all contrived like you would have had with anybody else interviewing her, just like a free-flowing podcast. So, I'm sure she had to plan. She knew where she's going to plant her Easter eggs and things like that. But as far as how, like, having these pre-interview PR answers and things like that, it's not, like it would have been if she would have interviewed with anyone else.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think there were some, like, PR moments that did feel, I don't want to say contrived, but like they did feel like they were very, not staged, but from Taylor's lens, right? Because it was definitely like produced by her. You could tell.
Yeah.
But it was it was still very genuine and vulnerable because it was her first podcast appearance, I think.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was a great
I thought
way.
she did with Zane Lowe, but everybody was saying, I guess that wasn't a podcast. I don't know. Because I was like, I know she doesn't do them that often at all, but I thought, I was like, well, I know she did something with Zane Lowe, but I guess that wasn't even on a podcast. So, yeah, I guess technically this was her first podcast interview. So, this is like a title moment for me. Like, if y'all remember when Beyonce dropped her album Lemonade and she was like, it's only streaming on Tidal, like Jay-Z's streaming platform. Like, this was like a power couple business move for me. It was like, Taylor is helping out her mans is helping out. Like, it's like it's an equally beneficial thing, I feel like. But I mean, more beneficial for him in the long run.
Yeah. And I love how Jason was like fully supportive and seemed totally invested in,
I love him.
You know, all of Taylor's songs and the new album. Like, I don't know. I just loved his dynamic in it too. Like, he's possibly future brother-in-law, but you know, he's so here for everything Taylor. I love that.
I love the meme that said that Jason Kelce is our generation's Barbara Walters.
I was here for all the memes. Are like these two men are the ones that are like, it's like the life of the Showgirl, and they have them on the field like shirtless and stuff. Or like these two men are announcing the drop of TTS12 and stuff like that. It was so.
Who would have ever thought?
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Nobody would have thought that. And I'm not like, if you would have told us this 5 years ago, it would have been like, what?
I don't think the Kelce brothers would have believed you, honestly.
No. That's another thing. I love the dynamic. I love that they are both like, especially Travis, but like I feel like they're both in awe of her. They're just like, whoa, like who is this? Like this goddess. And then like when she said certain words, they're like, what? Like they're like, she got her mind. It's just like
I love when she was like, she would look at Travis and she'd be like, you know what that means. Like,
I was about to say the same. That was my favorite part. She's like, you know what that word means. He likes to play like he doesn't know what these words mean. He knows what they mean.
He acts like he doesn't know what these words mean. He knows what they mean. She did say that about like 3-4 times.
I love it.
Yeah, I know.
It's got to be a running joke in that family.
For sure.
Yeah, I love that. Like, we would have never gotten this kind of insight or seen their dynamics like this otherwise. I feel like, not especially in this like long format. You know, you might have seen some clips and stuff like that, but I just love how Jason, like, the intro, he is so funny. He is so funny. And then the shirt, he was wearing the, like, you know, the Taylor merch and everything. I was so here for it. Oh, yeah. So, Lauren, I was going to ask you. So, I know that you said that you were a skeptic. Like, you said that you thought it was PR and stuff. Have your feelings changed?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think over the last 6 months to a year, those feelings started to change because they do seem really happy. They do seem genuine. And they're still together, too. Like, if they had broken up, like, 6 months after they announced their relationship, I would have been like, after the season was over, I would have been like, okay, yeah, this was all PR. Yeah. But I do not think that it is. I think that they truly do care about each other. I really do. And respect each other.
They kept like complimenting each other.
Exactly. Exactly.
He respects her craft. She respects his craft.
And I like how she's like, oh, I'm not an athlete. He's like, no, yes, you are. Like, you do all of that work on stage. Like, you are an athlete. And I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. He's like lifting her up. And
I also like how she admitted to the fact that she really didn't know anything about football before, you know, dating him. And then now she knows like all the ins and outs, and because of him, because not just because he forced her into watching it or anything, but she grew into liking it because obviously he's into it. So then naturally you're going to become more into something that your significant other is into as well. So I like that part too.
Yeah.
I related to the question she was like asking him, like, how did it feel to see your brother?
That's what I would have asked too.
When you were playing him, I was like,
I would be the same way.
So he's like, that was just funny. But yeah, no, they compliment each other.
Yeah, and he like didn't judge her for asking like questions that maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
he didn't make her feel
he
stupid
didn't
for
make her
asking
feel
these
stupid
questions.
for asking those questions. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's not a dumb question by any means. I mean, if you don't.
No, I legitimately actually have thought that. I'm like, oh, I wonder what it's like.
Yeah, and I think it's beneficial to both of them that they're not in the same, like that they have similar, like they said, like in the interview or on the podcast that she said, you know, we have similar things that they do, but at the end of the day, they're not in the same field. Like, yeah, they're both playing or performing for thousands of people at football stadiums, but it's just different.
Right.
So there's like certain things they can really, like they both have tolls on their bodies after the end of the night. They both, you know, are performing in certain ways, but they're still not in the same field. There's like, it's still an athlete.
And that's probably better. I mean, it's such a departure for her anyway. Like, she was always with these like skinny artsy guys that like, you know,
so true.
Obviously didn't work out. And I don't know. I think they complement each other. I think opposites can attract as long as you have like really similar values. And it seems like,
yeah, that's what I was just thinking when you said that. The values are there. I feel like with the families and the morals and I don't know, just
and
little
like
things
complementary like personality traits, you know.
You could tell that they both had care for each other's family because throughout the podcast, you know, Taylor was talking about Jason and his kids, and then, you know, they talked about Taylor's dad and him being in the hospital and everything, and how Travis is supportive of that. So it's really nice to see that they're also, you know, in each other's family lives as well. It's not just the two of them, but they're a whole family.
Yeah, they both seem family oriented separately anyway, and then they care about each other's. And then I feel like Taylor's dad is probably the most excited he's ever been about one of her boyfriends. Just from seeing, I don't know, just from the way just from everything I've seen that I've been privy to online. So
your inside sources.
My inside sources say. And then what do y'all think about the album itself? It's the life of a showgirl. She's not working with Jack Antonoff on this album. She's going back to Max Martin, which she worked with like I Knew You Were Trouble and some of her like more pop hits. And he's also, for any listeners who don't know, he's also been behind a lot of pop hits that you might not know, like Britney Spears, like Hit Me Baby One More Time, a lot of Ariana Grande's stuff. This is the music nerd coming out of me. But yeah, he's a producer for many, many hits. So I feel like this is, and then she even said on the podcast, this is going to be like more up tempo and everything. So are y'all feeling that? Or?
I'm excited for it because I feel like after Tortured Poets Department, which I did love, I think it'll be nice to have like a more upbeat album from her again and to hear, because, you know, she's in a happier place now. She's with Travis.
Yeah.
And her life is going well. So her songs always reflect how her life is going. So it'll be nice to hear her being happy and upbeat again, I think.
Yeah, I love sad Taylor as equally as I love happy Taylor. I mean, of course, I want her to be happy because I'm such a big fan. But like her sad songs hit with like, I don't know, like she goes through all the emotions. So it's like, there's something for every mood. That's what I love about music, you know?
Right.
So, like,
no, I definitely get that. I'm totally here for her sad songs too.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. Lisa loves her
songs,
emo,
but
sad, dark songs.
So I do love her sad stuff, but I think it'll be a nice departure to go back to some more fun, upbeat songs. And if it has any kind of like resemblance to the Red album, you know, I'm here for that.
Yeah, you did like Red. Like I said on the last, I think it was the last episode, Elisa is Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding. But Elisa's like dark, and it's just like dark movies, sad songs. Like, so, but she's a nice girl, but like her interests.
She's a nice girl.
She's a nice girl.
She's a nice, like it's like she has the kindness, but the interests are like just dark. I don't know.
No, to piggyback off of that, I'm really thrilled about Max Martin producing this album, and it's crazy. Like, when you look up how many songs that he's credited for writing, like you said, Baby One More Time, I Want It That Way.
Yeah.
And then he also produced, I Kissed a Girl and Roar.
Yeah.
And of course, Shake It Off, Blank Space. So, or co-wrote a lot of those. So yeah, I think this is going to be really great to see the Max Martin magic on the new album because he's really like a pop god in like the producer world. So yeah, it's going to be really good, I think. And I'm ready for Upbeat Taylor because I'm in a happy relationship. It looks like Taylor is. So I would like to be able to listen to those songs and be able to relate to them now.
Same, yeah. It'll be nice to actually be able to relate to her songs. It's like, I like the sad songs, but they're not relatable. So these will be nice and relatable.
It seems like to me that Travis prefers those like upbeat songs too. Like he looked really pumped about this album. Like he knows what the songs are. Excited. You know, like he knows they're about him.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna get some songs about him for sure. She said that they're gonna be. I mean, she writes about her personal life mainly, except for a couple albums. She said I don't know. She switches it up, but you know, a lot of them are autobiographical. Some of them are just from her imagination, whatever. But she did say that this one was like about behind the scenes of the Eras tour and who was she dating behind the scenes of the Eras tour? Travis, and it seemed like they're having a bunch of fun together. She described him as the human exclamation point. So like, I'm just thinking this is gonna be like fun dance shit. Like he's always dancing on the field and stuff. Like, so it's just like, let me make a soundtrack with my boyfriend and we could rock out to the football games. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like she's gonna bring us some nice, good like dance hits that are gonna have like good beats.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And then she got your girl, Lauren.
Yeah.
She's gonna be the only person that she's collaborating with as far as artists on here is Sabrina Carpenter.
So,
I'm so excited.
I can't wait to hear that song. That's gonna be a bop.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. Yeah, that's a whole thing too. I mean, this is tea, but how Taylor was like, how she was close with like Olivia Rodrigo and Olivia kind of like threw shade at Sabrina, but now Taylor's like close to Sabrina instead, and like Sabrina's the one that gets the collab on this. You know, it's just crazy how time has changed. And like to think about 4 years ago to me, just how I would have never thought this would have happened.
Yeah, no, for sure. And on that note of friendship, 2 of these songs,
yes.
One is called Ruin the Friendship and the other is Canceled in all caps. Do we think those songs are about Blake Lively, perhaps?
I do definitely think Ruin the Friendship, of course. I think that's about her.
No, I definitely agree. I think Ruin the Friendship is definitely about Blake. Not sure about Canceled, but definitely Ruin the Friendship. I've heard other rumors about Canceled, but we shall see.
Yeah, I've heard like differing things with Canceled, but Ruin the Friendship, like that's just right.
That's got to be about Blake.
I feel like that's definitely about Blake, which will be so interesting. I think out of all the track list, I'm kind of like really wanting to dissect that one the most.
Yeah, I'm like most excited to hear that one just to hear what she has to say, because she hasn't come out publicly about anything about this.
No, so she hasn't commented publicly.
No, so I'm very interested to see what the song is about.
But that would be a very Taylor thing to do, is to comment about the Blake feud, or not feud really, but just, I guess, disintegration of their friendship through music, like on her song.
True.
Exactly. She does that. That's just Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she's not going to like talk about that publicly, but she's going to sing about it.
Yeah. And then people are going to be like, they're going to speculate, and she's be like, well, I didn't say anyone's name, you know?
Right. People are going to dissect it, and then she's like, I was just singing a song. Like, I didn't say this about anybody in particular.
I love that she does that. She's like, she's going to have something about the dragons in there. Like, bitch, I'm not your dragon. Then she's like, I mean, I wasn't talking about, I don't know where you're going to get this from.
I do like that she finally admitted that she's like the Zodiac killer on New Heights.
Right? Yeah, that was funny.
Like,
that was so
she admitted it. She's like, yeah, I've been throwing out all these Easter eggs and subliminal messages like the Zodiac killer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was funny.
And speaking of Easter eggs, are y'all cool for me to pivot and get into my
Yeah,
let's hear the theories.
Deep dive. The resident Swiftie here. I'm the hardcore Swiftie. I mean, we're all Swifties, but I'm like the hardcore, like, people will think I'm crazy Swiftie. I'm not the one that's gonna be putting all these comments all over the Instagram, but like as far as theorizing.
She's like, I'm gonna be reading them though and coming up with my own opinions, but I'm not gonna be the one out there commenting.
Well, I'm not the one to like bully. Like when people bully like people who've wronged her or something. Like I'm not like that, you know. But yeah. And even if I'll silently dislike someone, I'm just never gonna like post on somebody's page that like I don't know personally and say I hate them and all this stuff. Okay, so we have a bunch of theories about this, and some of them I picked up on myself, and then others like sometimes I'm wrong, and I just don't like things I'm not good at. I will admit that I don't always like to do that. I always like to play the Easter egg game because sometimes I'm wrong, and then it makes me upset. So I've just followed accounts and I let them do the work for me. So half of this is like me, and then half of this is people I follow. But the life of a showgirl, for one, the title. They're saying that part of the reason she named it this, of course, she is a showgirl and everything. I mean, she's been doing this for a year, over 20 years, pretty much. But the life of a showgirl is an interesting title because it will surpass The Life of Pablo, which is the album by Kanye West. When you search it into Spotify, that one won't pop up as the first one anymore.
I love that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the way that Swifties are, and she's gonna break records. We already know she's gonna break records.
Of course.
So that will it will right now when you type in Spotify, if you put The Life of Pablo usually pops up, but after this is released, it'll mainly be like The Life of Showgirl.
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
I love a petty queen. I love that.
Y'all know I do. I'm the pettiest one out of all three of us. Petty and proud.
Petty and proud. Oh my God, merch. Merch.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Petty and proud.
PNP.
PNP.
Oh,
definitely. Also, there were some books in the background and some little Easter eggs in the background of the podcast video. There's a Pinocchio in the video, and people are saying she's possibly lying about this only being a 12-track album.
I saw that.
I saw this one.
Yeah. So she might come out with a delay. She comes out with different versions and this and that anyway. But she might come out with a
even though
deluxe
she
version.
claimed she wasn't going to for this album.
Yeah, she claims
but
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, she loves the number 13, so I just can't see that she would pass up on having a 13th track.
Right. Also, the anti-hero music video, this was a throwback. I remember watching this video and wondering why she was dressed as a showgirl in the video. Now we know she was hinting at the next album, like when so if y'all seen that when she's like when the other her is on the scale, and so if you guys have seen the video, you know.
Which means that she's had this in the works for like years.
Yeah, she's been playing this for a long time, it seems.
One of the theories, too, not to derail, but like one of the theories was that the Tortured Poets Department wasn't actually supposed to be the next album. And that was kind of an anomaly because of what happened with Joe Alwyn and Maddie Healy. And that this was actually supposed to be the next album.
Yeah, I could see that. And that's what people said about Reputation back in the day, too. Like, if that hadn't happened with Kanye and Kim, like, she probably would have come out with something way different. But then since that happened, and then back then it was like clockwork. Every 2 years an album would come out. That year, we were supposed to get an album in 2016. And she didn't come out with something until 2017. And it was Reputation. And so I could definitely see that happening with TTPD as well. Yeah.
TTPD. I love that.
There's other... I just abbreviate. Okay, there's other little things, but I don't want to waste too much more time on that. But the biggest thing, there's other little things I could probably just say if you guys also follow us on our social media, which we just launched. I will go into more details on those. But for the biggest thing that she's been dropping hints on is there is a bunch of speculation that she is going to play at the Super Bowl halftime show. Have y'all heard this?
Oh yes,
Yes.
I've seen this. Yeah,
Yes.
I could definitely see that happening. I mean,
every year she's been thrown into the pot of like people that they've been
right. Like, I mean, I
about.
feel like she's been asked so many years,
Mhm.
and I could see that this year would finally be the year that makes sense for her to actually go through with it and do it.
I agree. She has such close ties with the NFL now.
Right.
And she already, like, a lot of her concerts are already in the same stadiums where, I was about to say where he performs, where he plays. I'm not a sports girly either. I get it, Taylor.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, behind the scenes, there's a partnership there, you know, on like a PR business level too. So I think it would make sense for her to finally be the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see
Especially
that
if
too.
the Kansas Chiefs do end up going to the Super Bowl again next year.
Which
then-
they will. We all know they will.
Yeah. Not jinxing it or anything, but
Right.
that would be
that would be
epic
epic. Yeah, that would be epic if she was the halftime show and if they won.
Oh my God.
That's
that would break the internet.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that would be a staple in American history
For sure.
Like she runs off to the field after, and oh my God, like how she did that one year. Like it's,
and then he proposes to her.
oh my God.
Oh.
That would be even more.
That would
No,
be-
the internet would be broken for days.
Yeah.
It's like, Mommy, how did the internet break? Well, let me tell
That
you
would be
about.
bigger than Janet and Justin.
Let me tell you about that young one back in my day.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get into the little hints that she did drop, which I mean, yeah, it's already not a reach that she would be considered anyway. So she has the discography, she has the clout, she has the connections, she is Taylor Swift. She's been using like these acronyms for things. So sourdough bread, Super Bowl. And then Sourdough Sam is a mascot of San Francisco 49ers. That is the home of the Levi Stadium where the Super Bowl will be held next. And then she dropped the Shiny Bug album of the vinyl collection this past week, the Shiny Bug.
Yes.
She's been using these acronyms. So Super Bowl, Shiny Bug, sourdough bread, you know? And then this 47 thing that she said multiple times. Like she's like, Jason, you screamed for like 47 seconds. So she's like, and he's like, how many countries or cities did you? Like 47,000. So
Yeah, I thought that was an odd thing to say.
I thought those were weird things to say.
Yeah, like, why would you-
I did too.
I'm just not delved into the Easter egg world.
I was like, that's oddly specific.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, that's so good that y'all even caught on to that because I'm sure like half people would probably would just be like, oh, I didn't even think about it. You know what I mean? But it was oddly specific to me to like that she did say that.
True.
So that's something
I mean,
I decided to like look into. And they said that the 47th stop of the Eras Tour, she was at the Levi Stadium. So all signs point to Taylor Swift performing at the Super Bowl.
Christina's like that Charlie Day meme.
Yeah, and this is I am like that Charlie meme. And this is my Super Bowl. It's talking about Taylor Swift and doing all these things. This is my Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. I love it.
I just watched that episode. I just watched that It's Always Sunny episode the other day.
That's so funny. I send
So
Elise
funny
that
you mention
meme.
that.
If we've gone for like 2 or 3 months, or Lauren, I mean, any of my best friends, if I've gone 2 or 3 months without talking to them, and I'm like, I have so much to catch you up on, and then I send
That's
them
you.
That's
this is gonna be me.
I can attest for that.
I can too. Like, let me catch you up to speed.
Yeah. Let's just catch you up to speed real quick.
Oh man. You know what I noticed too? When I was watching the episode, I was like looking in the background because I knew there were going to be Easter eggs in the background on the shelves.
Right.
And I saw a Rothko book, and I was trying to figure that out. I'm like, okay, why would Travis have a Rothko book behind him? And then I'm like, oh yeah, Taylor. But it is like, I mean, if you know like any like abstract art history, which I mean, I'm not saying I'm like a connoisseur of art history or anything. And I don't really know a ton about Rothko. I just know he has like a lot of orange paintings. So maybe that's where Rothko comes in. But I was really puzzled about that. I was like, what does Rothko have to do with this?
That could probably possibly be the orange thing. Or some of them were broken down to the numerology and like, oh, this means this. And like this person, this artist lived till he was 87. And that's like Travis's number for the Chiefs. And like it just all symbolizes something.
Yeah, maybe there's that.
Yeah.
The amount of like time and effort she puts into all these Easter eggs for everybody, it's insane. Like I don't even know, like, and like how far in advance she plans all this stuff too. It's just crazy. Like she really is a mastermind.
It's wild.
She is a mastermind.
Just like the song. No, seriously.
That's like the perfect song. For her.
Seriously. I thought like Lauren and I are planners. Like I mean, we all are, but like Lisa knows Lauren and I
we're
are like
type
OCD
A
planners. But yeah, we're type A. But even I don't know how the freak.
That's next level.
That's next. That's a whole different level.
Yeah.
That is. It's like years in advance.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man. Any other theories that you want to go over?
Not that I can think of off rip. But yeah, I'm just really excited for the album and just the future, like 4 months, the football season. Yeah, from October 3rd to Super Bowl. I will be a very happy girl.
Christina, what? You're going to be so happy about football season?
I mean, I love the fall. You know, we all love the fall. Anyway.
We do. We love. We're fall girlies.
We're fall girlies.
We're all fall girlies. So you know, October just lifts my spirits to begin with.
100%.
Of course.
Now she's a football girly.
But yeah. I'm starting to become the Taylor Swift effect. It wasn't even my brothers or my dad who played football, whose games I've like been to and everything.
It's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's man. Yeah, that's what got me. My brothers are like, "How do you not understand the game? You always came to our games." I was like, "I wasn't paying attention."
I'm just here for the vibe.
I was here for the vibes. Okay.
Well, speaking of Travis, you know, he's been making headlines of his own. Did y'all see his GQ shoot? It came out right around the time, like a day before the New Heights episode was released.
Yes,
so
coincidentally, it came out right around the same time.
Yeah, that is some great PR.
Brilliant.
Yeah, for real.
Brilliant PR and marketing.
Had some very unique outfits in his photo shoots.
I mean, I think it's giving Florida man.
You have like the gator, the swamp, the snake.
I don't like the snake. I had to pass by that one really quick. But I think that the cover photo is really nice. Like
the cover photo is nice.
He's got like this like sensual look on his face with this like massive Wookiee on his head. It's really lovely.
Yeah, I don't know. And then didn't he have a what is it called? It looks like a construction vest, or I don't know what you would call it.
Yes,
like in the swamp.
Yeah, what in the water?
I like the memes about like
it was
Atlanta.
So yeah, like these are what your Atlanta construction workers are doing instead of fixing the potholes.
Yeah. That's true.
That was so funny. I mean, I thought that was an interesting. I mean, not that he can't do that, but like, where is he from originally? Isn't it like Ohio or something?
Yeah,
I think he's from Ohio.
Hold on, let me fact check this. Yep, Ohio, Westlake, Ohio. So why the Florida man vibes?
I don't know who was the creative director behind this. I mean, I think it was his stylist was Law Roach, and he told GQ that the styling was an FU to the critics. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I guess he's trolling them.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him. We love a good troll.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, have fun with it, right? Like, if you can't have fun with it, then what are you doing?
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
My favorite is the one of him with like the massive man purse. With like the Yukon
and the thing on his head,
like a Yukon hat on his head. That's my favorite.
Like, what? I don't even know what is going on in this picture.
I don't even know. My brain can't comprehend.
Cannot compute.
All right, let's jump into some movie and TV news. We had Demi Lovato surprised fans by joining Joe Jonas on stage for a mini Camp Rock reunion during the Jonas Brothers tour. The pair sang "This Is Me" and "Wouldn't Change a Thing" 17 years after the Disney Channel original movie was released, says a source. And also on a recent appearance with his brothers on Hot Ones, Joe Jonas let it slip that Camp Rock 3 might be on the horizon. He was asked to read his latest Notes app entry out loud. Joe unlocked his phone and said, "Read Camp Rock 3." Yeah, he accidentally let that slip.
Yeah, ooh, read Camp Rock 3. Oh,
whoops.
yeah, okay, sure.
That was definitely
totally planned. And also, reuniting with Demi on stage too. I mean, it's kind of a gimme. That's a
also
gimme.
a major hint.
Major hint.
Right.
Yeah. I think this is cool. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. I'm definitely here for it. I'm excited to watch it. I'm also here for all the other like appearances that they had on stage too. Like they brought Jesse McCartney on stage for one of their shows.
I heard about
and
that.
Know I'm here for that.
I did hear about that. I heard they brought out Hanson.
Yeah.
Hanson. I'm sure I'm a little bit older than y'all. I'm a little bit, but y'all still know about Hanson.
Oh yeah.
Bop.
Bop.
Yeah, they've been bringing all these like random people up on stage with them, so I think that's fun and cool, and it just brings back the nostalgia. Like we're living in the moment of nostalgia.
We are,
now.
Yeah, especially with Disney.
Yeah, definitely
I saw
with
that.
Disney.
Like it was like they had a whole thing. It was like Freaky Friday 2, Princess Diaries 2. Camp Rock 3, and like Lindsay Lohan's Thriving. We're getting this.
Yeah,
we're getting
it
that.
feels
Like
like
are we
it.
living back in the early 2000s? I don't know. It was just funny.
And Miley Cyrus, isn't there like talk of her coming out as Hannah Montana?
Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus
again.
Oh yeah, I think she had like this whole like concert thing.
Oh,
well, there could be something on the horizon.
Okay. Well, also, I mean, to piggyback off of that, I was not part of the Camp Rock thing. Like I watched High School Musical, all the 3 of those, and I made an exception for those. But like, technically, I was kind of like, I don't know, they were even too young for me to be honest. But I was still like, well, these songs slap, so let me just see what this is about. But
I know I'm always so surprised that you liked High School Musical as much as you do, because I'm like. Even my sister, who's only 3 years older than me, like hated on it because of her being too old for it. So when you first told me that you loved it, I was like, what?
I mean, technically, I was kind of too old.
Right.
Well, my brothers I have younger brothers, and they watched it, but I wasn't like your older sister. I was just like, okay, well,
you're like,
I
this
overheard
is a
the song, so
bop.
I'm like,
You're like, this is a bop.
I'm like the dad watching in the living room, like, oh, this is lame.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
how your dad will be like, what are you watching this mess? But then they're like low key, like they're like peeking around the corner. Like I was kind of like that. But I didn't get into Camp Rock. But I can still respect the fact that like Demi went and reconnected with Joe and Nick and the Jonas Brothers and Joe, Nick, Kevin. But just especially with her struggles, I know more about like her personal life and her music past Disney. So I think that's really just cool that, she's getting back to music and doing all that. Just as somebody who likes Demi Lovato's music.
For sure. That's a big step for her to not only reunite back with the Jonas Brothers after, their breakup and everything, but also just going back to like the music industry and also possibly doing this Camp Rock 3 and
possibly doing that.
Everything that went on with Disney and everything. So it's definitely a big step for her.
Definitely. Who was your favorite Jonas brother?
Joe was always my favorite.
Mine too. And nobody for Kevin.
Oh wow! I would think Elisa would like Nick just because I'm not really surprised by Lauren because we kind of have the same.
I was going to say,
type
but Joe was like the bad one out of all of them.
But he was the cutest.
Well, back in the day, that was my type.
No, Elisa used to like them. Elisa used to like
back
bad
in the
boys.
day.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, she let. Okay, she used to because I would think she'd be like, oh, because like me and Lauren are like, ooh, like what's up?
Oh,
But
no.
I don't like bad boys in real life.
Yeah, same. I like fictional bad boys.
Yeah, that is true. You know, you separated, so that's good.
Yeah.
Like I was Team Damon.
See, I'm Team Stefan.
Yeah, you were Team Damon.
I'm Team Stefan.
You were always Team Stefan. Nowadays I'm Team Stefan, but back in the day I was Team Damon.
But yeah, Elisa and I were both Team Damon, but then I'm Team Stefan.
We had no lobes. We got no lobes.
You got no lobes. no frontal development.
No frontal lobes. After your frontal lobe develops, then you become a Stefan girl.
Yeah, watching Vampire Diaries like as an adult after you're like 26, it's wild. You're just like, this guy
I need to go back and rewatch it.
is an absolute monster.
I'm just like, no, Damon was a
right. I was like, everybody would just hate Damon now.
We need to do a rewatch of that.
We should.
That would be the best one of the best rewatches for us
It
to
would.
do. Granted that we did a lot of episodes
together.
Like, fun fact for our listeners, we were extras on that show together. So that would be a great rewatch for us to do.
Yeah,
sometime.
no, we definitely need to do
look into
that. That would be super entertaining.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, for real.
And speaking of reboots and sequels, an iconic franchise has just closed its latest chapter, and just like that, officially came to an end. And allegedly, that franchise is officially done. It was my favorite hate watch. As many of you know, it's the Sex and the City spinoff, and it wrapped after 3 seasons. Allegedly, director and showrunner Michael Patrick King said that he previously decided it was time to wrap up the series while he was writing the final episodes of the revival. Yeah, sure, Jan. I think it got canceled. I don't know. I low-key think it got canceled because, you know, for anyone out there watching that show, they completely destroyed the characters that we know and love. Christina, I know that you were a Sex and the City fan.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the spinoff?
I watched like the first 3 episodes. And it wasn't even... I don't. What you guys want to know?
And you were like, I'm done.
No, I just don't have a lot of subscriptions, to be honest. But I don't know. I definitely didn't like it as much as the original. Obviously, like I will say that. But I heard that it was or not. Well, yeah, we do think it's canceled. I don't think it was like the way they're spinning it. But I feel like it was an abrupt end because they were just on this whole press tour. So I was like, why would they have a press tour and then just announce the ending of it? It seemed like they were ramping up for something else for it. I feel like they caught the actresses and actors of the show off guard. Like I hear that like Sarah Jessica Parker is just like not happy about it at all. They're not treating it with it like the way a show ending should be treated.
Yeah, I heard that as well. And I heard that they didn't even give them like a formal like wrap party for the last season. It was just like that was it. It was over. And didn't give like any appreciation to them really from what it sounds like. So yeah, that's pretty messed up because I mean, you know, they put their hard work into the show, even if it didn't turn out to be what fans wanted. It's not their fault, like the actors' faults, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you got to like the Che and Miranda stuff, but it was just, I don't know. I feel like they butchered our characters. And I mean, if you want to have Miranda gay, great, but just like lead up to it a little bit so there's not this sudden just switch. But I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that it's not the characters you see from the Sex and City. Or like they said Miranda and Carrie mainly. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And they said like Charlotte was pretty consistent, but yeah, and then they don't have Samantha on there, and that is a main favorite. Most people's favorite is Samantha. Like,
and I think that was
I don't know.
I think that was like initially the biggest problem with the new production was that it's missing such a big part of the original show, and that's Samantha. And you just didn't have the same dynamics with all of the cast members. And then they threw in like new friends, but then they're not like all like one unit. They're like separate friends with, you know, Carrie or Charlotte or Miranda. Gotcha. So it just, there was no like cohesive friend group unit anymore. They're all kind of doing their own thing. So it just felt very fractured, I think, from the beginning.
And that's the core of the show,
right?
Is the female friendship.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, Sex in the City, but like at the end of the day, are we really talking? I mean, we talk about the men, but it's mainly about the women. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what we're talking about. The characters on the show, we're not being like, oh, big and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, well, that's like the subplot. That's the second point we'll get to. But we're mainly being like, are you more of a carrier? Like, no, I was Samantha. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about.
Exactly. And I think that's what was missing, you know, other than like all of these just weird idiosyncrasies with the characters. I think it was missing that core friendship.
Yeah, I get that.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm sad to see it go, but, you know, some shows are not meant to have a reboot, in my opinion. Just let things lie as they are. Like, let's not have another reboot after this. Let's just close the book. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, it's like some things are better left the way they were. You don't have to reopen it, because then sometimes they just ruin what was once a good thing. And not all shows need a spinoff either.
No.
Because half the time the spinoff are about characters that we don't even care about.
Exactly. And even like the movies were pretty bad, in my opinion. Like Sex
I
and
love
City
the first one. I actually saw, you know what? Since I was so young for the show, I actually saw the movie, the first movie first. I watched it out of order. So I saw the movie first. That was one of the first R-rated movies I could see and not, you know, have to have a parent or something. So I saw that first and I was like, oh, no wonder this show has so much hype. And then I went back and watched everything because then I was older too. So I watched it backwards. So the movie is actually what got me into it. Yeah.
I still need to go back and watch it. I don't know how I went all this time never watching it, but maybe at some point I'll go back and binge it.
I think it's a good binge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would rewatch it again, honestly. Like the whole show back to the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it from start to finish in a while. So I would go back and rewatch it as well.
I think I watched it during COVID, actually. My first watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I came late to the game.
Oh,
I didn't know
thought
that.
you had
I
watched
didn't know
it
that. I
earlier on
watched
that.
it.
Yeah, I watched it during COVID. It was one of my binges.
Wow, gotcha.
Yeah.
You learn something new
every
day.
Yes, you do. Okay, and also another HBO show had its finale, The Gilded Age. Nobody at this table watches the show, but it was such a good finale. It took me a while to get into the show because the acting can kind of be a bit of a cheese fest. Half of the actors are from like Broadway or theater, so they kind of have that style of acting, even though it's like a period drama, like costume drama. And for a while, I couldn't figure out like, why can't I get into this show? And why are their lines delivered so weird? And I think part of it is, yes, they are Broadway actors, so they do perform kind of like they're on stage. And then secondly, I think I'm used to watching period dramas on BBC with British accents. So like watching it with American accents like really threw me for a loop, but they really brought it back around this season. So if no one has watched Gilded Age or maybe like gave up on it, come back, because I had to come back to it. And this season was so good. And I mean, Train Daddy is like at his finest, and no one here knows what I'm talking about, but you're missing out on Train Daddy, y'all. Telling you. Yeah. Well, look up Train Daddy.
Okay, we'll do.
I am going to be on y'all. You have to watch it.
I am intrigued as to what Train Daddy means.
I mean,
right.
You can do what you will with that information. But no, it was really good. So I highly recommend watching that show. So yeah.
And for the Outlander fans out there, the prequel Blood of My Blood has officially dropped on Stars. According to IMDb, it focuses on the lives and courtship of the parents of Jamie Fraser, Brian Fraser, and Ellen McKenzie, as well as Claire Beauchamp's parents, Henry Beauchamp, and Julia Morstan. I have not started watching this yet, but I have to say the casting is like spot on for this. They did a phenomenal job picking out these actors.
Especially Claire's mother.
I know. Whoa. She looks just like she would be Claire's mother. Like, it's insane.
Just like her. I mean, and even Brian, he has the same bone structure as
that jawline and
Jamie Fraser. Yeah, I haven't watched it. That jawline,
though.
I haven't watched it either. It is on my list. I'm probably gonna watch it this week. I binged Wednesday last week, so I'm now caught up. I'm caught up finally.
Good.
Did you even watch the second season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh wow, you're further than I am.
I am now caught up.
You're officially caught up.
Officially.
Wow. You're ahead.
Yeah. Until what is it, September 3rd, when they're coming out with the second half.
They come out with September 3rd. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Although I wonder why they didn't choose October. I just feel like the show is such a fall show. Like,
oh, definitely.
I know. I was thinking that they could have released the first half in September and the second half in October.
I agree.
They could have also released it on October 3rd. Like another
That's
album.
too much competition. That's too much to consume. Too much media to consume for us. For the same demographic of people.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, no, I definitely want to catch up with Blood of My Blood. And I don't know anything about it other than obviously it's about their parents. But I hope it gives us some insight as to why Claire is attached to that time period. Her parents, are they travelers? And did they go to that period? It looks like they did because they're in period clothing.
Yeah, from watching the trailers, it looks like they do time jump because they're in period clothing. And I feel like the dad, I feel like he's like looking for her or something. Kind of like the same situation of like when Claire disappears and so I don't know. Just from like little clips I've seen, I've tried to avoid spoilers, but from little clips I've seen, it definitely feels like they've traveled.
Yeah, and like, did they actually die or did they travel?
That's what. Yeah, that's a very good question. And if they didn't die, what happened to them in the past? Right? And are they going to somehow ever meet up with Jamie and Claire?
Yeah. Did they bring that back around in like the last book and we just
that
don't
would be
know
really
it yet?
Interesting. That would be really interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, now I'm okay. I guess this is what I'm watching tonight. After we finish wrapping, I might go ahead and start it because I'm intrigued.
Same. I definitely need to start it soon. I'll probably start it sometime this week.
Yeah.
And I think it's fine that I haven't officially finished Outlander because it is a prequel. I don't think there will be too many spoilers.
I don't think so. Hopefully. You get reading.
Yeah. I know. The books are just so long.
I know. You're like still at the gathering.
Yeah. Been at the gathering for like 500 pages.
Oh my God, that was a slog.
Yeah, that's why I haven't gotten much further in the 5th book because they're still at the freaking gathering.
Yeah, the gathering is really rough, but it's a rite of passage.
Once you get through that, you can get through anything in Outlander.
You really can.
And yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll join you guys on this one. But I'm down for other stuff.
She's like, I might be on board with Train Daddy.
Yeah, I might be on board with the Train Daddy, but
I think if you gave it a chance, you would like it, or at least Outlander. I don't know about the prequel since we haven't watched it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you gave Outlander a chance, you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
No comment.
No comment.
I'll see. We'll see. Switching gears, there was also some tragic news coming out on the set of Emily in Paris season 5. Diego Barella, an assistant director, recently died of a heart attack. Deadline reports filming was temporarily suspended after the Italian crew member of Paramount Television Studios production was pronounced dead around 7 p.m. on Thursday after he collapsed during preparation for a final scene being shot. And he was young. He was 47.
Wow.
This is so sad.
So young to have a heart attack, too.
I've actually heard before that allegedly, because the AD department is such a stressful department, that most ADs don't live past their 50s. Like,
oh my
a lot of ADs
God.
have heart attacks in their 50s.
Yep.
Yeah. Because it's such a stressful, it's like the most stressful department on the whole show.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that because like
I've heard that
sleep,
numerous times.
You
Yeah.
have no sleep. Like it's stressful. There's a lot on you in that role.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like everything is on your shoulder. Everyone's yelling at you.
Yeah. You're
it's
getting
so
like
stressful.
all of the brunt. Of
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel for these guys and so sad for his family. For this to happen, like literally while he's filming.
That's
that must have been
wild.
traumatizing as well for the for
I
everybody
was
there.
thinking that.
Oh yeah, for everybody on set.
That is so oh my God. I do watch Emily in Paris. I've seen the first two.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
who watches that?
I
have
the
not
first
watched
two
it.
seasons. Like I said, I've been going in and out of subscriptions for TV. So like Hulu's been consistent. Peacock has come in and out of my life. Netflix has come in and out of my life. I gotta just get on it and just subscribe to everything again, so I can get back on it. But I did see the first two seasons of Emily in Paris, and I do like it. I mean, it can be a little campy sometimes, but
It's very
campy.
campy.
It's cute. It's cute to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's why I haven't jumped on board yet,
Yeah.
just because it does seem super campy. But I mean, I'm not saying I would hate it. It'd probably just be like one of those like fun fluff watches.
I attempted to watch like one episode and I did not get through it. But, maybe it was just my like mental state at the time. Like maybe not like I was mental or anything, but like, like sometimes you can't commit to a show or get into a show because you're just like not in
You're
the
not in the right
mood,
mindset.
or you're
Yeah.
not in the right mindset for it. Like maybe that's why I wasn't in like a cutesy mood at the time. And yeah, maybe I just need to try it now. But I can't believe it's on season 5.
I know. I didn't realize it was that far along either. I thought it was
Yeah.
only on like season 3.
I did too. I just had no idea.
That did throw me for a loop too. I didn't know it was 5.
Yeah, I attempted to watch it before I went to Paris, and I even though I wasn't in the right mindset for that, but I might try it again.
Yeah. I was like, I wouldn't be opposed to giving it a shot. I just feel there are other things that are more pressing for me to watch right now.
Like blood of my blood.
Exactly.
All right, so let's jump into the Bravo corner. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City teaser just premiered, and looks like we're going to have returning housewives again. Lisa Barlow, Mary Cosby, Heather Gay, Angie, I am not going to attempt to pronounce her last name, Meredith Marks, Bronwyn Newport, Whitney Rose, and friend Brittany Bateman. Looks like we're going to have some great one-liners again. There's one in particular that got me. You gout dick sucker.
Oh my
God. Has to be my new favorite comeback since Angie told Brittany last season that she had high body count hair. So if there's one thing I can say about Salt Lake, you can always expect great one-liners from that show. It's kind of like Atlanta. Where you get really great quotes. And in this teaser, it looks like there's a theme of Greek tragedy, which can only mean we get to hear more about Angie's background, because being Greek is her whole personality on the show. So I'm excited about this. I know you guys haven't jumped on Salt Lake yet.
Not yet.
But there's time. There's time because it's only 6 seasons. Okay, it's better than 14.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Salt Lake and Miami, I'm the most, and Atlanta, but especially Salt Lake and Miami, just because I've been hearing so much about Miami lately, and because since I've watched Miami, like, because other people have watched it around me. I've already seen some of it, So I think I would be more prone to watch those two. And I love that one line that I always say to you, Lauren, from Salt Lake, like, receipts, timeline, proof,
everything.
So for that alone, I'm already set.
That's what I'm saying. They have the best quotes on this franchise. Like, you gout dick sucker. Like, who thinks of that? Who thinks of that?
That is so funny.
No, there's a lot of great ones. Like, there's even a line in the first season from Mary Cosby, and she says, "Oh, you smell like hospital." She hugs someone and she said, "Oh, you smell like hospital. Ooh, you need like some perfume or something."
Oh my God, I can't.
So yeah, I'm really excited about that because there's been kind of I'd say a little bit of a gaping like hole in my heart for Bravo because Atlanta just didn't do it for me this season. Next Gen was pretty good, but nothing is just really caught my attention. I was like rewatching Real Housewives of New York to try to fill the void, but
try to fill the void.
But
so dramatic.
It's true. I'm literally not watching any Bravo right now. So
you've gone, okay, so what all have you gone through? You've gone through the Beverly Hills and OC?
Not OC.
And
I haven't done OC.
Okay.
I need to.
So Beverly Hills, Atlanta, Salt Lake, and then you haven't watched Miami.
I haven't watched Miami. I haven't watched Orange County. I watched Jersey.
Oh, and Jersey, yeah, because you love Teresa.
Yeah.
I actually know who Teresa Giudice. I know her. I'm familiar with her. I've learned some people's names through Lauren and through Watch What Happens Live now.
Mm-hmm. And I've watched New York.
So I'm starting to. Yeah. Okay. New York. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I've seen half of Miami just getting my hair done, and I've seen half of the later half of the first season of Housewives of Miami. So
yeah, I haven't watched Miami and I haven't watched Orange County. I think
I saw that half the women are still on there.
They are.
Miami, so I was like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like those are my two blind spots in Bravoverse.
Gotcha.
And I finally started watching New York. It took me a very long time to get into New York. But now I feel like I finally understand all these like iconic quotes from the beginning because I finally watched New York. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and also Lauren Brooke needs to get on Vanderpump Rules. Like I've been telling her.
Yes.
So that's your other blind
That's another
spot.
blind spot. That is a blind spot.
Neither of us watch Below Deck, but I think she would like Vanderpump Rules, I think.
No, I want to because I watch Beverly Hills.
Yeah, exactly. So, right. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I gravitated toward Beverly Hills because I was like, oh, Lisa,
Lisa.
So yeah, I was a late bandwagoner watcher of Vanderpump Rules, but whatever, you're welcome because now I'm here watching The Valley. So I watched it after Scandal, kind of like how I did with Sex and the City. I came late and then I went back and watched it. Like I watched the movie and then I watched it. As I heard about Scandal, I watched that season and then I went back. So I did it that way, and then I moved on to The Valley, which has, which is like the post Vanderpump Rules, and it has either 3 or 4 of the people right now that were from Vanderpump Rules. One of them being Jax Taylor, who has been such a controversial figure on the Valley. And he shared in a statement with E! News recently that right now his focus needs to be on his sobriety, mental health, and co-parenting, and that he will not be returning for season 3, which I think is the best choice. He's gotten
That's a good choice.
So much flack. There's nothing I can say about Jax Taylor that anybody hasn't already said. Like there's nothing. Yeah. I guess the only thing I will say is that I have, from the last 2-3 years, I've been watching Vanderpump Rules / and The Valley. I will say that he hasn't changed. He started Vanderpump Rules when he was like 30, 31, early 30s. And then now he's 45 and the man is pretty much the same. So I will say there's been no
growth.
Yeah, no growth whatsoever. He's just the same guy he was 15 years ago. Just older and has a kid now and just divorced. So that is, I really hope he gets well for his own sake and for Brittany's sake and his son's sake. Like, I don't wish any ill will on him. Like, he knows exactly what to say. And I think that's why he's been able to get away with so much for so long, because he's like, which I'm not even trying to make light of the situation, but the fact that Ariana Madix called him out one season, I think it was like season 8, and she like rolled her eyes at one of the reunions, and she's like, we sit here and listen to him every time to say he's a work in progress. He's a work in progress. And then they did a flashback. I'm sorry. They like did a flashback montage of like 7 seasons. He's like, you know what? I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect. Like, I'm getting it together. Da, da, da. And he did it like, it was like 7 times.
Yeah, Christina did show me this clip.
I showed Elisa. I found like a TikTok of it. Because I'm like, let me just show you this, Elisa, because I couldn't pull it up on Peacock. And I'm like, I'm sure there's a TikTok of it. And he literally just says the same thing. And he's been saying the same thing for 15 years.
It was just like every year, like, I'm a work in progress. I'm just a work in progress. I'm working on myself.
Yeah, so I mean, there's always so much work you could do. People are saying that he went to a fake rehab because he was supposed to have gone to rehab on the show, but he didn't even stay the whole time. Like, it was like a month, but he didn't. Yeah, there was no growth. He was still rage texting Brittany. A lot of viewers, the general consensus of the show, I mean, Jax Taylor has been like the antagonist, but the general consensus of the show, to summarize it, is that Jax Taylor is the antagonist and who people need to be holding accountability, but they all keep deflecting and trying to make this the couple Nia and Danny, who are the nicest couple on the show, the villains, just because of one slight that Danny had while he was drunk. And then, so they all try to like switch the focus to that. And like the general consensus was like, no, like Jax is, which he has gotten a lot of flack from viewers, but on the show, it's just like, why are y'all doing that? It makes no sense at all, But I think maybe they're intimidated by Jax because he had a hand in like kind of giving them the role on the show. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but besides like Brittany's best friend Zach, or like Brittany's, Kristen and people like that, all these other people are like, well, Danny, this and this. And a lot of people don't like Janet or Jason, that couple. So, yeah, basically the ones that are the most likable are, from what I've just been hearing across the board, are Danny, Nia, and Kristen and Luke. And then the ones people are not liking are Janet, Jason, and Jax. And they say there's going to be a shakeup next year. They're saying Sheena had made some cameos and Brock, and that they are most likely to join the show, and then maybe Tom Sandoval, which would be, he would kind of fill in the villain role of Jack since he can't be on TV. And that made it a dark thing because we're literally, it was just like, it was hard to keep giving Jax a platform as just seeing kind of mental emotional abuse on TV. And it was a dark show. I mean, I can attest to it being a dark show, period. I can't, they said it on Bravo. I don't really have anything to compare it to it on Bravo because the only thing else I've seen is Vanderpump Rules. So I'm like, of course it's dark compared to Vanderpump Rules. But just in general, it is dark to see like him rage texting Brittany and this, just the things that they were showing. So nobody wanted to see that. And there was so much controversy. But maybe this shakeup will be a new direction for everybody. And I don't know, maybe it'll draw in some different viewers. And Jax definitely just needs a break from the show.
Yeah. And even as someone that isn't a watcher of The Valley, I was aware of how dark the show was veering because of Jax and just the marital issues that you're seeing play out on screen. And I listen to other, Bravo podcasts too. And that was like a consistent theme that I was hearing, and a part of it was like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
You told me that. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah,
I'm here to just watch some like bitches, throwing hands,
throwing drinks and stuff,
and throwing drinks at like a reunion show. I don't know if I want to see like the decay of a marriage play out on TV. So, but yeah, I think I will probably give it a watch after Vanderpump, just so, again, I don't have that blind spot.
Yeah, that's a good way to watch it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never, last thing I'll say is that I actually like Kristen. When I watched Vanderpump Rules, I could not stand Kristen. Like, she is such a villain on Vanderpump Rules. So that's somebody who has grown and matured, because this is a whole different person I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. So opposite of Jax, who's been the same for 15 years, I actually like Kristen on The Valley, and she actually is, whoever thought that she would be the voice of reason and this character or this person that I would like. So, and I feel like a lot of viewers like now. So,
yeah, I've heard similar reactions from others too.
Yeah, no, she was my least favorite on Vanderpump.
Yeah. She's had a lot of personal growth.
She has. I mean, without her, there wouldn't have been as much drama and all that. But also, I'm just like, girl, you are like, you just have, once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, hopes for that Valley will be, continued and it won't be canceled or anything. And hopefully that the shakeup is good for the show and for Bravo and everything.
Only time will tell.
Yep.
In other news, Entertainment Weekly just dropped a roundup of their most legendary covers from the past 35 years, meaning that they launched in 1990, which is crazy. I didn't realize it was 1990 that they launched.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
But yeah, you guys have any favorite covers?
I'm scrolling through.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through now. Sorry.
I'm scrolling through right now, and the one that got me that's just like a time capsule of the 90s.
Oh, the gay 90s.
The gay 90s.
I know. That one's so funny.
The gay 90s. Oh, like, this
That's
screams
peak
90s.
Oh my God, do you see this Twilight one?
Oh yeah, the Twilight
one. Twilight one. So yeah, there's a few. I really remember the Twilight. That one really stuck out. I remember that is like
That's a terrible picture. Like
picture.
Robert Pattinson, I know he's supposed to be pasty for the role, but they made him look so bad in that picture.
And why didn't they make him shave his chest? Oh my God, it's like sparse little hairs.
The little curly cues.
The little curly cues around his can't. And the wig is so bad.
Oh yeah, it's so bad.
So bad.
I bet I can tell Elisa's favorite one is probably.
I was already gonna say, but yeah,
I was gonna
you guys
say
already
that.
know.
I know Elisa's is.
Yours is definitely Norman Reedus with a shirt saying
"Bite me," of course. I was like, that's peak Daryl. Like that was his prime.
That is peak Daryl.
And that was like when Walking Dead was like at its prime too. So like everybody was all about it and it was everywhere. But yeah, I do love that cover. I actually think I might have that one. I don't know.
I think you do.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think you do.
I think I also have one of a Supernatural cover with Jensen and Jared on top of them.
I was thinking about that one.
That's a good one. I love that one too.
There were a lot of these that I just like didn't realize were just like in the back of my mind. Like just like sitting there until they were reawakened. Yeah, like the Dixie Chicks cover.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I remember the Dixie Chicks one. I do remember that. Because that made a lot of news.
One made a lot of headlines.
Yeah.
And it's like a picture of all three of them, and they've got like words all over their naked bodies, like boycott, Dixie sluts, traitors, hero, brave, Saddam's angels, big mouth. That's actually a really powerful picture, honestly.
That really
for Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah, for Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, no, seriously. And I remember how much flack they got for speaking out about,
they did.
Around that time. Like, because it's, but it's like, and it says, it's a little description, it's like before cancel culture. They weren't kind of like, that was like the
that was the beginning.
Yeah, that was the beginning of like cancel culture, I feel like. Yeah, and if we haven't talked about Taylor enough, of course I like that. I do like that cover, and I do remember that being part of the Lover era and the Lover album, like Unfold and everything. I remember that time of my life.
That era of your life.
The era. Yeah, the
era. Do you remember the Kit Harington cover for Game of Thrones?
The Jon Snow. He's alive.
He's alive.
Yes. That was an iconic one.
That was. I remember that one too.
Yeah, I definitely remember that when that one first came out. Yeah.
You know what they're missing though? They're missing the Outlander cover from like.
Actually, I saw that one earlier.
Season 2, I think.
Yeah. It's quite scandalous.
Yeah. Where is that? Is it in this list?
I didn't see it in the list, but I saw it in a different, when I was just searching different covers, that one popped up. And yeah, like Claire's basically naked on
she's necky. She's necky.
Jamie's just like barely covering her up.
I remember that one. That one really sticks out in my mind.
Yeah. Of course.
It's crazy. Like Entertainment Weekly is just this like a mainstay in pop culture for us, like that we don't really think about anymore or read the magazines, but it's always there, in the background.
Yeah, that's true. And they literally had like a cover for everything.
They
like
literally
anything
do.
that came out, they had a cover for.
That's true.
There's like
and sometimes they did like multiple covers.
Yeah, like different special editions.
Yeah. Or like if it were like a TV show, like they did different characters for the same week or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like looking at this like slideshow too.
I'm about to send you guys this really funny cover with Taylor Lautner and Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh my God, they look so
gay.
Okay, I just sent it. Like, what is that?
Where did you send it?
I sent it in the Yap About It chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we're checking it. Waiting for it. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. What is this?
I was like, I definitely don't remember this one.
This looks like a promo for a dating app.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a promo for Grindr.
This is not. Yeah, I don't get this. I really don't get it.
And it's not like they hate each other in the movies.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. But my favorite. No. Look at the little like subheads next to them. Why Toy Story 3 makes grown men cry. What? And my favorite is the headline: "The best Twilight movie so far." Seriously.
Seriously.
Why was this out in 2019? Like that had been, I don't know. That's just nothing about it makes sense.
Is that 2019?
I don't think that's 2019.
It says, oh wait, 2009. My bad. Okay, because I was like, yeah. Okay, I overlooked it. Never mind.
That would have been really weird.
That would have been
I thought it said July something 2019.
Oh my God. No, they literally look like especially Rob Pat. Like he has like this cute like boyish grin on his face, like hee.
Yeah, this is not how he should be like grinning while his face smushed up against Taylor Lautner's cheek.
Cheek to cheek. Like, who is the creative director here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, that is something I feel like we miss, not like relying on magazines as much as we used to. Like we used to get these just really bad photo shoots.
I know, I kind of miss it.
I miss that.
I still have a magazine collection in my storage unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
so many.
whole bunch of old ones. But like we miss out on this now because everything's so digital.
It's digital.
Like,
so true.
I don't know if y'all have ever looked at the promo shots from the Star Wars movies that came out, like episodes 1, 2, 3. They are absolutely hysterical.
I'll have to go back and look at them.
Yeah, right. Go back and look at them. They're hysterical.
Yeah, can we have this back, please?
Yeah, seriously.
Now we just have Travis Kelce.
I know, because like even like the GQ article, like it was accessible. We can just look it up on our phone. We don't have to go out and get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We lost some of that.
Or albums. I used to love going. I like having the hard physical copy of magazines and albums and things like that. It was just something that was so exciting. Like you're waiting in line for this album to drop or this and that. Or music videos too. Now it's just like, oh, watch it on YouTube. You know?
Yeah, it's true. You don't have to like watch it on TV or like, yeah, they're all like pre-order the album now, but it's like everybody is just gonna listen to it on Spotify, YouTube.
So what's
Apple.
the point?
So what's the point of pre-ordering?
I don't understand that either.
Like, I mean, I get, I do collect vinyls for as a collection standpoint, but like, I'm not gonna go and like pre-order the latest new album for everything. It's more of just like for a collection. So it's not for like daily listening. Like when the album drops, I'm not gonna just pop in the vinyl and listen to it that way.
Yeah. I remember like staying up. Lisa, you remember this too, probably. We would stay up with our radios to like listen to a specific song on like the station, because we figured out when they were,
what time they would play,
what time of day and night that they would play certain songs, and we would literally stay up by our radio on the phone with each other and just wait for like I Write Sins Not Tragedies to play.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Or Sexy Back, that was a late night song.
Yeah, that was
a late night song.
And then if we were really into it, we would record it on our phone so that way we could use it as a ringtone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because we were not buying that on our parents' plan.
We were not going to pay. No.
Exactly. Yep.
And we had to wait until after 9 for the phone call because that's when it was 3 minutes.
That's right.
Oh my god.
These kids don't know how good they have
They
it.
have no idea.
They really don't. We had to jump through hoops.
We did.
We did.
We were dedicated. And like, then you would have to upload your CDs into iTunes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But you had to make sure you had the album art.
The album art cover. Yep. And then after you got the art cover, then you could put it onto your iPod.
Exactly. Because I was a completionist. I was like, no, I'm not gonna have just the stupid like basic little like
graphic
like
image.
Note.
Yeah.
Like it was like a note or something. No, yeah, you had to have the album artwork. And if you were downloading it illegally, you had to make sure that LimeWire, you had to make sure that the song was the right title, because there'd be all these like weird
yeah.
Notes
I
or
forgot
like
about that.
Yes.
I forgot
it wasn't
about
the
that.
actual name of the song.
Yeah,
so you had to like look it up.
You had to listen to like each version of it first. And then LimeWire messed up so many people's computers and laptops.
So many.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Yeah, kids really don't know how easy they have it. Now all they have to do is just hop on Spotify, type in the artist's name, and that's it. So easy.
That's it.
It's so accessible. It's so much more accessible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They have everything at their fingertips.
That's it. They don't have to fight for their life to get one good song.
And lastly, we're going to talk about this TMZ video of Lil Nas X in his underwear and cowboy boots just roaming the streets of LA at 4 a.m. He was rapping Nicki Minaj. He was saying the most outlandish things. He eventually was butt naked. Charged with a misdemeanor for charging at police officers when he arrived, and it was a possible overdose. Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
I think it's a PR stunt. I think he's about to put out an album. I really do. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if you watch the video, like, yeah, he definitely like seems like he's under the influence. He's like probably high, for sure. But I don't know. There's also something about it that seems like he knows, like it's intentional. Like I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's in distress, in my opinion. I think he just got really like messed up and just was like, let's just go out. Like, let's go to the party. He kept saying like something about heading to a party.
He's like, you know where it is. They're like, where is it?
You know where it is.
You know
where it is.
He was literally like walking,
strutting.
Like, he's literally like he's on a runway. Like,
yes,
I'm like, okay, if you were really that out of it, like, or that, like, you know, intoxicated or on drugs, like, you would not be strutting. You'd be falling all over the place.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I mean, that looks like a drunk thing I've seen in person before. I don't know. That doesn't seem. I mean, him getting naked was a lot, but like just him being in the underwear and rapping,
right?
Like, that's like something I've seen on a Saturday night before.
I mean, and he's known for stirring controversy. Like that's his MO.
Yeah, stirring the pot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like it's a little intentional. Like, he knows what he's doing. And I'm sorry, I'm like laughing because there's a picture of him with an orange traffic cone on his head.
Oh, I saw that
one.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you're right, Lisa. He would be falling all over himself if he was truly, truly like wasted.
Yeah,
definitely.
He doesn't seem totally out of it. Like
but
you've
like,
seen with some people.
I can't find any more information about his overdose or possible overdose. Have y'all tracked anything down? Because all I found is that it was a possible overdose and he was transported to a hospital. But like, I haven't seen any follow up about that.
Yeah, same. I haven't seen any like actual confirmations of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
It's either an overdose or it's not. How is it possible?
Yeah.
Right. And that's something that you would find out pretty quickly after him being in the hospital.
So true.
Right.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I am going to be watching this because if he comes out with an album in a month or two, then I think we know that this was a PR move.
Yeah, he's just wanting his name relevant again.
Yeah, because he did fall under the radar for a while. Like, I even mentioned it the other day. I was talking about him before this even happened. It's like, whatever happened to Lil Nas? Like, his last album was so good. What happened? Where'd he go?
Right. Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell.
Maybe it was a cry for help. I don't know. I don't want to sound insensitive, but I guess we'll find out.
Right.
Well, now it's time to get into this day in history.
On August 31st, 1997, Princess Diana tragically passed away in a Paris hospital following a car crash while being pursued by paparazzi. At the time, she was 36 years old, and she was with her partner at the time, Dodi Fayed. It was rumored at the time that they could potentially be getting married or engaged shortly after that. So there's been a ton of conspiracies around this, but I'm a big like royal family head. So always been super fascinated with Princess Di and just her life and just the media perception of her at the time and after her death. I personally was a little baby, so I don't really remember much about this, but Christina, you probably have more vivid memory about this because you're like a couple years older than me, so you're probably
well, this was definitely around the time of when I was already into, like, my parents, they want to claim that I'm the one who got myself into Disney, but they definitely like plopped me in front of a TV and just made me watch Disney movies. So they're like, so I'm on a Disney plan. But anyway, this relates to Princess Diana because I'm watching princesses all the time, and then I'm like, oh, she's a real life princess. I'm like, and she was the one that had the most publicity that I can recall in my day. And so I just remember always saying like, oh, a real life princess. And she was like the people's princess. And I just thought she seemed so kind and she was so pretty, like, you know, just beautiful inside and out. Yeah. So my mom actually had given me like books about her and things like that. And then they had some kind of showing of her dresses that came. I'm from Nebraska, for those of you guys for our listeners who don't know. They had some kind of showing in a museum of her dresses, and we went when I was a kid, and that was really cool to me. So she's always
that is cool.
So it's always been some kind of like just connection, I feel like, with her. And it's really, really unfortunate and sad the way she died. I didn't realize this until I got older, you know, because when I was just like, from my knowledge, it was just a car accident when I was a kid. But then when I grew up, I learned more, and I'm like, wow, I just hopefully that will never, ever, ever happen again, you know?
It's so sad.
That's insane.
And a lot of it was just so like, it's tragic because it could have been avoided for a lot of reasons. Like, like the paparazzi, for one, if they hadn't been trailing her like they did. The driver had been drinking. And should not have been driving.
That came out later too.
Yeah. And, like I said, there's conspiracy theories about it, whatever. But just besides the fact of that, I don't really subscribe to those. It's just tragic that so many of these things could have been avoided.
Exactly.
And she was just so young. You don't realize how young she really was until you're in your 30s and you're like, oh my God, she was only 36. I mean, it's only a few years older than me. So it's just, it's so tragic, but she was just so iconic.
Oh, definitely iconic.
So many ways. All of her fashion, which we still, I think,
I know
it's
there's
still
the
trending.
Revenge dress. And the revenge dress trends. It's like, the Princess Diana revenge dress after Prince Charles and stuff, It's a thing now. Like, wear your little black dress or whatever dress is like form-fitting or revealing after you break up, that once you tone up and everything.
Whenever anybody sees my engagement ring, they always call it the Princess Diana ring.
Oh,
because it's a sapphire.
Definitely.
So.
Nice.
I always thought that when I saw it. I was like, she has a Princess Di ring.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Lisa, didn't you see something when you went to London?
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, when we were in London, we went to the Kensington Palace, and in the gardens, they have the Princess Diana Memorial. It's called the Sunken Gardens, and it's actually the gardens that she would actually go sit at and reflect when she was living there. So it's really special going to see that and just, taking in the sereneness of it all.
Nice.
It was definitely very beautiful there.
Yeah.
You showed me pictures of that. And that also reminds me of SZA's album cover, her very last album, SOS. She said that was inspired by Princess Diana. There's a picture of Diana sitting and looking and reflecting out in the water.
Oh, okay.
Legit, if anybody didn't know, like, that's what it inspired. And that was right before it was eerie. It was so eerie because I was like a little bit before she passed. So it was just crazy,
wow.
But, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so tragic though. She was taken way too young.
Way too young. Yeah. I actually saw like a clip the other day of like Elton John at her funeral, and he was just like in pieces. It was so sad. And I think was Candle in the Wind. That was about her, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I can't.
I think so too.
I think so. I don't want to put my foot in
I think I feel like that sounds familiar to me too. I feel like I've heard that.
Yeah, he was like very close to her.
Right.
So sad. Well, there's another princess that died in a car wreck too. Princess Grace Kelly. She also passed away in a car wreck. It was in the 80s, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So, ladies, don't get in these cars. Don't get in these cars.
Be aware.
Yeah.
And just from all the research we've done and seen and everything we've learned about now, it's just like, I feel like being a princess isn't all that chalked up to be.
It's not. And we know that now.
I mean, yeah.
Like, Diana went through it.
She really did.
She really did. And just the object of so much public speculation and media attention. And, even after she divorced Charles, like, she was still in the public eye so much. And then her relationship with Dodi Fayed also got a ton of attention. So, yeah, I think his father owned Harrods department stores. So,
okay.
Yeah. They were very, very wealthy family in England. But, yeah. I don't know if y'all watched The Crown, but they go into a little bit of this. I was
thinking about it. I know that, they say that it's not completely based off of it.
It's not accurate at all.
It's loosely based.
Very, very loosely based. And some of the casting is questionable.
Exactly.
The guy that they cast as Charles in the 90s, I'm like, that man is way too attractive to be Charles. I am sorry.
Oh, wow. No, sorry.
They miscast him truly.
Oh, wow. No, The Crown is on my list. I do want to watch that.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. It is good. But I know I've made like some jokes like to Elise and Christina about just like the way like the actress that they cast for Princess Diana in like both of the seasons, because there's one where she's younger and then there's one where she's like in her 30s. She's just always like bends her head down like really far, and she's trying to give like the doe-eyed look of Princess Diana, but like she just has her head tilted the entire show. So it's a little bit overkill in my opinion. So I had a really hard time in like the last season taking it seriously, because in every scene the actress literally has her head tilted down all the way and she's just staring up at the camera with the doe eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Like, okay, too much.
Too much.
Right.
Too much. Rein it in. Rein it in.
Yeah.
And Kristen Stewart played Princess Diana. I haven't seen that movie.
Oh my
either.
gosh, I forgot about that.
Right.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And I'm interested. I like researching about her the most out of the roast.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, I like watching like the real documentaries about her, like with the actual interviews versus watching
right,
interpretations of her.
Right.
Because I think she's just one of those people it's hard to like truly nail down like an it feels more like an impersonation than like a full like not performance, but just acting versus impersonation. Like there's a difference.
Yeah.
When it can feel like they're trying too hard to be that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up today's episode of Yap About It. Thanks for tuning in.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share with your friends.
We'll be back soon with more yapping, more drama, and plenty of hot takes.
Until next time.